The most important thing about playing cornerback, and I was telling you can have all the physical ability in the world, you can have all the speed, you can be built, you can be tall, but with me, the reason why I was able to have longevity and to have a great college career is because I was smart. Go, right.
The field may be different, but the result is the same. Watching, analyzing, moving. Dre Bly is always taking in new information.
Corners all the time, and it ain't happened to me. You get greedy, always looking to make a play. If you train your eyes, great things will happen.
Dre's coaching philosophy is simple: instinct and knowledge, substance and flash. Cornerstone qualities that embodied his own athleticism when he played the game. Signing with North Carolina after high school, Dre made an immediate impact as a redshirt freshman. He would hawk down 11 interceptions in his first season.
Intercepted, Carolina!
And became an integral part of the Tar Heel defense.
The year that I was making that run with interceptions, had no clue what I was doing, had no clue about consensus All-American or the College Football Awards show. Didn't know what I was doing.
Dre Bly, as a freshman, was probably as physical a defensive back as I've ever been around. The difference being Dre Bly had great hands.
When you start intercepting balls, it's almost like your hands is a magnet to the football, and that's what it was like for me.
Dre received All-American honors as a redshirt freshman, a feat only 4 others have accomplished, and would receive the same honor 2 more times.
When I look back at it and see some of the names that my name is mentioned with when it comes to being, 2-3-time consensus All-American, it's a great honor.
I'm not sure any of us realized how good Dre was going to become. We had great defensive talent those years at Carolina, and that was because of Dre Bly.
After a 28-8 record in 3 years, Dre would graduate from UNC and declare for the NFL draft. Drafted by the St. Louis Rams in the 2nd round, Dre would again find himself at the crux of a talented defense, one of which he would make a big impact fresh in his young career. The Rams that year, however, were already great. And in Dre's first year, he would achieve the greatest team accomplishment in football, winning a Super Bowl.
To be able to experience that, to be able to say I was #1, the champion, that's why you play the game. That's why you work so hard. But I was able to accomplish that my first year.
Dre would also play a major part with the Detroit Lions and the Denver Broncos later in his career. After it was all said and done, he would bring in 43 interceptions and record over 400 tackles.
I was a guy that was probably blessed with a lot of God-given ability, but I think the other half of it was, studying, and which I tell my kids today, studying your craft, studying your opponent. I think, being able to do that and know how to study, I think gave me that other half to what I needed to be successful. I was constantly watching film, and I think to play the game at a high level, you have to be educated.
It is that same study of craft that is carried over into Dre's retirement.
Hey, y'all loose, come on, let's go, hustle up. Ooh, nice, nice. All right, A-Rod, let's go. A-Rod, you up first.
Now, Dre has found a way to use his mind to advance the community around him. With his time, he coaches a Little League team in his new home of Charlotte, North Carolina.
I've been around a lot of bad coaches. And some coaches drive kids out of the game. And these kids need motivation. I'm not saying I'm the most savviest, guy when it comes to baseball and has, have the most knowledge, but the one thing I can do, I know how to motivate kids. What time is it?
Game time!
What time is it?
Game time!
Kids need something to build off of, and if I'm down, they down. If I'm up, they up. And so being the leader of this team, I need to set a good example for these guys, And that's the thing with baseball. I tell them all the time, when you have a bad play, have short-term memory. Garbage in, garbage out. Got to get ready for the next.
While coaching, Dre gets to spend time instructing his son and takes pride in being a family man.
Being a great dad is something that I take pride in. Being supportive of my kids and going to that events and activities and stuff like that. I just want to be supportive of my kids.
He did everything he needed to do academically, athletically, socially, and spiritually. And like I say, I can't say enough about him. and see where he's at now as a mature man speaks volumes for not only him, but what he's become.
A lot of kids today, they get intimidated and think, what I did or what, being a lawyer or a doctor is far-fetched. Part of the reason why I'm around kids like I am is, to motivate these kids and to give these kids confidence, to let these kids know that there'll be obstacles that you have to jump over. Man, just keep believing, keep working hard, and great things will come from that.